What's going on? What it do? We back. Real Trill Boxing Talk, man. I had some breaking news come through the wire. I kind of was following this story all morning about Dillian Whyte. They were talking about Dillian Whyte might fight this guy. He ain't gonna fight Puev. He ain't gonna do this. He ain't gonna do that. So Eddie Hearn said he had a big fight announcement for Dillian Whyte, and it was Luis Ortiz. I've heard that it could have been Joseph Parker. I heard that Joseph Parker didn't agree to fight Brian Jennings yet. I heard that Puev team was trying to put the Puev and Dillian Whyte fight on in America, the people who won the purse bid in his favor. So it's been a lot of rumors going out there. And this is according to ESPN. So shout out to ESPN one time for the one time. When the video finished uploading, I put the source in the description, but it's gonna be July 28th. It's going to be a WBC final eliminator at the O2 Arena in London, and the press conference will be tomorrow. So, shout out to Dillian Whyte, man. We've been talking shit about Dillian Whyte, man, for a minute. We've been talking cash shit about Dillian Whyte. Like he a pussy, he a prick, he this and that. And guess what? When he step up to the plate like this, you got to give credit where credit is due. We don't do that on the boxing clinic where we don't give credit for credit is due because what a guy did in the past. When he finally steps up and be proactive in his career, you get all the credit. No hypocrisy over here, not being a hypocrite or nothing. And I'm very, very proud, and I'm very, very hyped and psyched for this fight. This is another banger. Do y'all know what July 28th is looking like? July 28th is looking like flames. You got that Tyson Fury interview, CJ? No, I ain't got the interview. I ain't got that Tyson Fury interview. Let me know which one you're talking about, and I'll try to find it. But yeah, man, it's looking pretty good though. O2 play, yeah, they did cheat the fucking Kings. That's true, man. That's another conversation. But fuck with the Lakers. That's my West Coast team, man. But yeah, man, this is some good shit right here, man. This is some really, really good shit, man. July 28th got Robert Richard Jr. versus Mikey Garcia. Potentially, it can have Tevin Farmer and Billy Dibb, and then another international fight. It can have Dillian Whyte and Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz, they must have came to agreement. They must have paid him enough money. He used to be a matchroom fighter. For people who don't know, they released him when he was trying to fight AJ, and then he got popped for the situation. He got popped for with the PDs, and Dillian Whyte ain't no help. Dillian Whyte proving he backing up the talk. He bagging up the talk. He gonna beat Luis Ortiz. I don't hear nobody taking credit from him. No credit taken away. If he beat Luis Ortiz, fair square biz, man, we giving Dillian Whyte all the credit. And he beat Ortiz, he deserve a wilder fight. You won't hear shit different out of my mouth. If he win, even if it's close, as long as it ain't no robbery and no corrupt shit, he trying to go for Wilder then. He taking the proper steps and the proper precautions to go to Wilder. Because barely beating Chisora, and beating Lucas, Daddy Brown, whatever that man's name is, and everybody else who Dillian Whyte is beating, that ain't good enough to be the WC mandatory. And I'm not saying that Dominic Breazeale did enough since losing to AJ to be Wilder's mandatory. But Dillian Whyte beat Luis Ortiz, he won all the smoke. He backing up his words. He said Ortiz is an old man, I'll whoop his ass. And now he doing it. Now, did it take for him some motivation to do this? Yeah, it took the fact that he was only getting 25% to face Puev. He was only meant to see, I heard, $250,000 or $200,000. Then after promotional fees and after your manager and your coaches get paid and taxes, he probably was gonna see shit $100,000. So the shit didn't make sense mathematically for him. It didn't make sense for him. So now he's gonna fight Luis Ortiz in a really, really massive fight in London on a massive boxing day once again. July 28th is looking better than June 9th this weekend. It's a lot of boxing. It's a lot of fighters that want all the smoke. You got the Buddy Man, Buddy Man, Robert Jr., Mikey Garcia that day. Potentially, you could have Tevin Farmer, Billy Dibb that day for the vacant IBF. You got 3 world championship fights, well, 2 world championship fights, and then you got Dillian Whyte taking on Luis Ortiz for a final title eliminator. And David Benavidez has been sued by Samson Boxing, so he pretty much going to be on the shelf for a minute. So that fight ain't going to be going down in the LA Staples Center on the undercard of Mikey and Robbie Jr., so they got to find another undercard fight. Good fight. Expect the IBF to order Puev and Miller now. All right. I mean, let me look at the rankings about that, man. Let me check these rankings. I always got the rankings in the phone or in the computer in a tab, man. So, the IBF, yep, you're right. Puev is number 2, and Miller is number 3, and there's not a number 1 rated at the IBF. So, what's so funny about it? He brings up Jarrell Miller for everybody that's coming in. Let me know something. Let me know who we rocking out with. Say something in the chat. Shout out to the homie Lil Bracy, Long Beach in the house. Okay, so you look at that situation, okay, with Miller and Puev. Miller was visiting Camp Cunningham down there with Broner, Rick Ross, Rob Beecher Jr., Gervonta Tank Davis, Richard Hitchens, Erickson Lubin. He down there. So he down at Camp Cunningham visiting. You never know. Kevin Cunningham is getting all the talent. You know what I'm saying? You know, these fighters want all the smoke. Kevin Cunningham's just moving from St. Louis to St. Louis is getting all the talent. What up to my 313 brother Renique? What's going on, bro? William, man, what it do? You know, Okel Brook, yep. That's another thing. In the midst of all the excitement, talking about Dillian Whyte, and whoever would know Dillian Whyte and excitement will be in the same fucking sentence or paragraph. Excuse me. You know, Kell Brook is gonna be on that damn card as well. They say expect Kell Brook to be matched up, and he could be fighting Gabriel Rosado July 28th. So it's a full slate of boxing. The only real issue about July 28th is if that Tevin Farmer and Billy Dibb is going to fight on the 28th or next Saturday, the Saturday after that, and what's going to be the undercard for Rob Beecher Jr. and Mikey Garcia. Because David Benavidez has been sued by Samson Boxing, and he was going to be the undercard, quote unquote, versus Matt Korbov. Then he got ordered to face Anthony Durrell, which Anthony Durrell is getting ready to retire, just like his brother retired. So that won't be on the undercard. So PBC got to find an undercard July 28th for Mikey Garcia and Robert Beecher Jr. So those are the only unknown, because it seemed like Kell Brook is going to be fighting Gabriel Rosado at the O2. And somebody said, why should Gabriel Rosado go back to London when he got robbed versus Martin Murray? So yeah, that was something else as well. But guess what? Gabriel Rosado ain't a guy that's getting he's not getting a lot of looks right now. And when you desperate, sometimes you got to do shit that you don't want to do. And he definitely got the shit in the stick if he fight Kell Brook. He ain't squeezed down to 154 pounds since he fought Jamel Charlo. Most people don't even know Jamel Charlo outboxed him. That's way before Derrick James. That was like 3-4 years ago. That's before he even fought Peter Quillen and Triple G. So him trying to squeeze back down and have to go back over to the UK and potentially get robbed again like he did versus Martin Murray, he's definitely getting the shit in the six. Shout out to the homie JB Trap House Boxing. He got a whole band of subscribers, bro. He going up. All the way up, man. He fly 85. Gabriel Rosado has to make money. Unfortunately, exactly. So sometimes you got to get the shit in the stick. He a guy who started boxing late. Shout out to Philly. Mr. Boxing all day. TBC, here's the issue I'm having to say. Whyte gets beaten, which I predicted would happen by Ortiz. Now we have Wilder Ortiz 2 again soon. So, yep. But if Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn hold up their plan, they fight Wilder in Wilder in February, we don't have no issue. That won't be an issue. Ortiz can be on the undercard. Ortiz don't give a shit as long as the money right. Ortiz really don't care about the belt as much as he care about the money. So they can pay him to wait his turn. So I'm not really worried about it. But I be seeing Mr. Boxing all day in the comment section, bro. I try to read every comment unless I get like really, really behind. I'm at work. I've been working harder, doing stuff with the family. I get behind, I can't catch up. And that's only happened once in the last 6 months. So I read every comment, I acknowledge it. And anybody that's racist in the comment section, that's the only thing that'll get you to ban. You can talk about me all day. Say what you want to say. As soon as you get racist in the comment section, you get banned from the channel. I don't give a fuck who you is. But Ali, what's going on, Ali 619 in the house? He said, what up to Trap House? What happening, man? What's up? Oh, what's up, Harley Assassin? What it do, man? What's up, brother? It's Trey. I just changed my name. If you did. Oh yeah. I noticed the picture though. But yeah, what's going on? Do Dog 77JI or JL, excuse me. What up, homie? Just fell in the building. Yup. Let me know who got a notification for this shit, man. Let me know if you got a notification, because I know they ain't doing a notification. If Whyte wins, his stock rises. Yup. If Whyte wins, he got a nice play in at Deontay Wilder. Let's get deeper. Let's get deeper on this Deontay Wilder situation now, because if Dillian Whyte wins, just thirsty. It's kind of hot outside. If Dillian Whyte wins, and let's say Wilder beats Dominic Breazeale, Dillian Whyte is probably more than likely going to be the mandatory for Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And, you know, Eddie Hearn got a dream scenario. His dream scenario is for Luis Ortiz, for Dillian Whyte to fight Deontay Wilder. And why is it so important for Eddie Hearn to have Dillian Whyte fight Deontay Wilder? Is because he wants to see if Dillian Whyte can beat Deontay Wilder, get that belt, and then he can monopolize the undisputed class in London or in the UK. He can make a big ass fight. He got both fighters. If Dillian Whyte can pull off 2 upsets, which in most people's opinion is more than unlikely, he can make a ton of money doing that. He ain't got to pay Wilder shit. All the money stays in the house, and then these fighters, they pay promotional fees and whatever. He gets a cut out of both of their purse. He controls the venue and everything. You know what I'm saying? He can charge a different type of pay-per-view for this fight. It's a rematch. The first fight was good, so he wants to make Dillian Whyte, Anthony Joshua, an all-out matchroom boxing event. He wants to get that belt away from Deontay Wilder and get into Dillian Whyte, and that's why Dillian Whyte is such an important pawn in this situation. But he got to get past Luis Ortiz. Wilder got to get past Dominic Breazeale. Not only that, then, you know, Dillian Whyte got to get past Deontay Wilder. And he'll try to trade that fight to a purse bid and try to get it to the UK, or offer that Wilder $5 million to fight Dillian Whyte in the UK. So be prepared. Let's say Joshua does beat Alexander Povetkin, okay? He smashes Povetkin. And then according to his agenda, Deontay Wilder is next. You know, that's what they say in these reports and these articles. Deontay is next. So Deontay Wilder comes next. But now Dillian Whyte somehow beats Luis Ortiz. Now Eddie Hearn's going to continue to push for Dillian Whyte to get his mandatory shot versus Deontay Wilder. And you have Anthony Joshua using Dillian Whyte as a fullback lead blocker up the middle to protect him from Deontay Wilder. So if Luis Ortiz doesn't hold up his end of the bargain versus Dillian Whyte beats him, you're going to see Dillian Whyte and Wilder push way before Anthony Joshua. So that put Anthony Joshua, a.k.a. Anthony Johnson, truly on the back burner. So by the time Anthony Johnson and Deontay Wilder becomes a thing, guess what? It's going to be Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua Johnson, whatever you want to call him, at the end of 2019. And Tyson Fury will be able to squeeze 2 or 3 or 4 fights in by then. He'll be ready for Joshua to make his money. And then Deontay Wilder, unification about Anthony Joshua, you know, it's not going to jump. Simple as that. You know, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, they don't want to fight Deontay Wilder when they can make a lot of money staying at home fighting Tyson Fury. And they happy making their little $18, $15, $20 million, whatever he's making in the UK. They don't want to fight no threat in Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is not on the agenda. And that's why with Dillian Whyte getting short money for fighting Puev, which that would have been in the United States, they was going to try to make that fight happen in the United States, getting 25% of the purse. He opted to fight Luis Ortiz because Eddie Hearn must have talked to the WBC, and WBC must have assured him like he will be the mandatory for Wilder next. And that's what made Dillian Whyte so confident about fighting Luis Ortiz. So at the end of the day, we could talk about the matchup with Luis Ortiz, but be prepared if Luis Ortiz somehow loses to Dillian Whyte. Be prepared not to be able to talk Wilder and Joshua. Joshua and Wilder will be even more impossible to make than currently right now. It will be Dillian Whyte versus Wilder. That'll be the agenda. That'll be the push. So Wilder had to defeat Dillian Whyte. And by the time Wilder is done doing that, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua will be the thing that's probably pushed it. If Tyson Fury handles his business, Anthony Joshua handles his business, then you won't see a unification bout with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury until 2020. And that's what the way Eddie Hearn and the powers that be want. So it's very important, it's very imperative that Luis Ortiz, do what he got to do and get this motherfucking, beat the shit out of Dillian Whyte, man. Who's the best Laker ever? Jerry, Will, Kareem, or Magic? I say Magic because he was drafted by the Lakers, man. For sure, Magic. If Whyte wins, his stock rises. Yup. Lauren said he got the notification. That's cool. I was just on YouTube notification for sure. I got one. That's cool. All right, that's what's up, man. Glad they're doing it. Dillian Whyte, but RJ Metal and Woodward, what it do, homie? I've been on the Deontay Wilder thing all morning. I think a mega fight will be Fury versus Wilder. AJ is becoming the non-factor in this now. Yeah, because everybody in America can see through him. He don't know he needs to capitalize on this American momentum he got. And if he was able to beat Wilder, which is not out the question, this momentum that he got, man, that could really make him a lot of money in America. He don't understand he listening to Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn about how evil America is, and he not listening to the real dude and Lennox Lewis who been there and done that, who got knocked out in America, who got knocked out in Africa and still became a star in America. We look at Vladimir Klitschko, they didn't like him. Anthony Joshua was way more charismatic and way more exciting to see fight than Vladimir Klitschko. They can't use Vladimir Klitschko as an example of why, you know, Anthony Joshua won't succeed in America, because they don't want to try, because that's why they don't want to try. They can't use that example. The Klitschko's, they don't resonate with America. They're good, they good fighters, but they was born as shit. It's a totally different era, man. Luis Ortiz knock out Dillian Whyte in 8 rounds or less. It's definitely a fight I want to see. Lawrence Williams at Trap House was good. What you think about Rios versus Ortiz, Mikey Easter undercard? Yeah, I like that. But Ortiz and fucking and Rios ain't Rios ain't never happening, bro. I don't believe Wilder will be after Povetkin. Nope, not in this situation. Wilder won't be after Povetkin, man. If Dillian Whyte win, that won't happen. The whole thing is gonna be Dillian Whyte Wilder. That's all you're gonna hear push. Wilder Joshua will happen late 2019, early 20. I think it's more 2020, and that's if, you know, Joshua beats Wilder. I think Fury first. I think Fury gonna get up in there first, man, if he continues to win. But there's no guarantee that Fury gonna be the fighter that he once was, man. Ortiz in 7 rounds. Yep, I mean, something like that. Take a gain, a grip. Got the notification. That's what's up. What's going on, Ty Foster? Good friend of the show. I gotta have Ty come back on, man. Ty do videos on YouTube. I'm on Facebook a little bit. And Ty know boxing as well. I gotta get Ty and Mike back on, man. I know Mike be busy, man. I want to get them back on and talk some boxing and some sports as well too. He fly 85. My champ Wilder won't be fighting Fury or Joshua till 2020. Right now, he should just focus on 50-0. Yep, I agree. What's up? Where's the Whyte Ortiz fight going to happen? Quan is going to be at the O2 Arena in London. My homie Trey Harless Assassin. I think Ortiz beats AJ Whyte and Fury. He destroys the whole UK scene, possibly. You know, especially if Ortiz ain't suffering no ill effects from when Wilder wrecked him. But I think he should be fine. I think he's an older, but Dillian Whyte ain't look too good, man. Physically or mentally, he look like a piece of flat lawn manure, man. Especially that Chisora fight and the Lucas Brown fight. He was fighting a live punching bag. You know, he's fighting that fucking that punching bag from Friday night. Friday, what is it? Fight Night Champions, shit like that. But it's definitely heating up July 28th. You know, they kind of. I mean, you know, one thing I want to talk about before I continue to go on about this situation. I'm so sick of these fucking promoters putting all these fights on one day, man. Ain't no fights, scheduled in July, man. Ain't no fight scheduled in July, man. You know, but all the fights are scheduled on July 28th. I speak the truth, man. I look at the schedule from time to time. And I'm not saying that no more fights can be made, you know what I'm saying? But it's no real fights made in July. It's 3 fucking cards on, it's 2 fucking different cards on, or possibly 3 different cards on July 28th. You got Tevin and Billy Dibb that could be on that day. You got Mikey Garcia Robertson Jr. Then you got this Kell Brook, Gabriel Rosado, Ortiz, and Whyte type of fight on that day. Seriously, man, you look at the month of July. The last major fight, I believe, is June 22nd with Clarissa Shields taking on Hannah Gabriel at the Masonic Temple in Detroit. I applied for credentials on that. I ain't heard nothing back yet. Probably won't get them. I don't really care. I like Clarissa Shields, so I pay for my ticket regardless. You got a card on Saturday on 23rd versus you got Miguel Burchett gonna be on ESPN3. I mean ESPN Plus app. You know, so I mean ain't shit really going on, man. And that's June. And then the end of June 30th, you got Gilberto Ramirez fighting nobody, so I don't really care about that. Jose Ramirez fighting July 7th. Who gives a shit? Regis Progress fighting July 14th. Okay. He ain't fighting nobody though, man. Manny Pacquiao fighting that Sunday the next day versus Matisse. I mean, that undercard looked terrible as fuck too. So I mean, you got a couple fights in July. It ain't shit mind blowing, man. I guess they made Billy Dibb and Tevin Farmer for August 3rd, Friday in Luna Park amusement park in Australia. So yeah, Christopher Diaz gonna be on July 28th as well. So like I said, it ain't shit popping, man, in July for real, man. You got Prograis fighting in the Bum Bash. Batista and Pacquiao, you got to pay for that. Jose Ramirez fighting a little bit before July or in July. He ain't fighting nobody. So July is a real dull month, man. It's gonna be basically us talking about the August fights in July for the most part, man. And a lot of the channels make a lot of their views through the post fight talks and talking about the fights. But at the end of the day, it's always takes something to talk about in boxing. So August is gonna be lit. Keith Thurman supposed to be coming back. Tank supposed to be fighting in August. Sean and Danny could be fighting at the end of August or in the beginning of September. So, August is PBC gonna try to light the sky up in August. But July 28th, that's gonna be lit, man. That's gonna be mad lit. Very, very lit, man. I can't wait for that, but I'm gonna get to some of these questions, man. Damn, they robbed Ortiz. He has to get the KO to win. I mean, it could come down to that. Ortiz, Dillian Whyte, he should be able to KO Dillian Whyte. I'm not saying Dillian Whyte a cream puff with his jaw. He did hurt his shoulder and still kind of fight with Anthony Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I need a cool channel name like you guys. Oh yeah, I can help you with a channel name. I done named a few niggas out here, man. What's up? Get on mic, bro. What up, homie? What's up, CJ? Just got here, bro. For people who just coming in, Dillian Whyte is gonna be taking on Luis Ortiz July 28th. It might be in conjunction with a Kell Brook Gabriel Rosado fight as well too at the O2 London Arena. Also that day you got Mikey Garcia taking on Rob Reacher Jr. So July 28th is looking lit. It's looking super lit, bro. So like I said, man, it's a lot of good things going on. We talked about the implications and ramifications of this fight. If Dillian Whyte somehow beats Luis Ortiz, that you may not see the Deontay Wilder fight versus Anthony Joshua fight till 2020. And that's sad, though. We got to sit here and marinate with these fights time and time again, man. But it's good news, though, man. They paid Luis Ortiz. It's going to be a press conference announced tomorrow. I was hearing this all morning for the brothers that wasn't here when I was talking about it. I was paying attention to this Dillian Whyte situation. It was going on one morning saying that he wasn't gonna fight Puev, even though Puev, the person who won the purse bid for Puev, was trying to put the Dillian Whyte and Puev fight in America, but Dillian Whyte was only gonna get 25% of the purse. That was like $250K or $200K. At the end of the day, he might have been lucky to bring home $100K after taxes and paying his team and all the stuff, all the rest of the stuff. So he elected to fight Luis Ortiz. I heard Joseph Parker name through in there. They said that he really hadn't made an agreement with Brian Jennings yet, and they were saying he could fight Dillian Whyte. But ultimately, it became back down to WBC final eliminator with Luis Ortiz. And Luis Ortiz been on record weeks ago, so I fight anybody to get my championship shot back. So Luis Ortiz was a matchroom signee. He was a matchroom fighter, and that's what's up. I'm glad that he took the challenge on. Now we can't kill Dillian Whyte. Now we got to give him his step up. And shout out to Coach in the building. Combat Sports, that's the homie right there. I watch his channel all the time, man. All the little interviews and the girls he be having on there. And, I was drawn in by the girls, What's up, Suleiman, homie? Homie Suleiman in the building. I got to have Suleiman come on here one day, bro. We got to link up Suleiman. Suleiman know the game. DJ7 with a dude. EB Scraps. Jose in the building. Wrench Gang in the building, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Georgia boy, what it do, man? Yeah, man, hit the like button or something, man. Do something. Hit the like button, dislike button. I don't give a shit. Hit a button. Deontay Wilder versus Fury is the bag. Fight been saying that since Wilder won that belt. AJ played himself and will be out of the picture once Povetkin sends his ass to the moon. Hey, with that Povetkin and Joshua fight, they better mandate some drug testing, man. For real, man. I'm gonna do a video on Povetkin and Wilder and Joshua later. I'm still intrigued by the fight. Now everybody said, how can you be intrigued? Because I've been watching shitty ass fucking heavyweight boxing for a long time. I remember I watched Vladimir Klitschko fight an ice cream man from Australia. I think it was right before he fought Brian Jennings. He was a construction worker or ice cream worker or something. I'm like, I was so tired with the Klitschko's reign, man. I like watching James Toney and the Samuel Peters couple fights they had, but goddamn, watching Klitschko just jab, clinch, hold, and his brother, used the fake ass shoulder roll. I fuck with Vitaly though. It was just boring. There was no competition. So now that we getting some different flavors, some different variety in the heavyweight division, I understand that we all irate at Anthony Joshua, But shit, I'd like to see Povetkin fight Joshua. I'm gonna tune in for that shit. It's better than David Haye and Vladimir Klitschko, which was an all-time letdown. That was a letdown of a fight, man. For sure, that was letdown, man. For sure, I couldn't stand that shit, man. I bought snacks and everything because y'all remember for the Vladimir Klitschko fight and the David Haye. David Haye had the two heads on the shirt. He was like, once I beat the other Klitschko, I'm gonna beat the other one. He did all this talking. He sold the shit out that fight. He got me. Because then they had the Klitschko documentary about how the Klitschko's grew up, and that was lit. That was better than the actual fight. But then this nigga get in here talking about he got a toe injury, come in with some aluminum foil, and he get to running around the ring. Man, fuck David Haye, man. Fuck David Haye, man. That shit was the most epic boxing letdown of all time, bro. Fuck David Haye with an egg's penis, man. RJ again. We not shading Whyte, but talent-wise, Ortiz to me is very. Whyte looked like he had talent at first in the first Anthony Johnson fight, man. We called him Anthony Johnson, because Reggie Miller called him Anthony Johnson on TV. But yeah, I thought Dillian Whyte. I was on record saying Dillian Whyte could be a world champion in that first versus Anthony Joshua fight. But since then he looked like shit, man. He fat, sloppy. A lot of people didn't know he was on that Terrence Crawford, Julius Ndongo card. He was on that card, and he was fighting Malcolm 10. He was trying to fight Michael Grant, the boxer from the 90s and shit. He trying to come over here and bum bash and shit. And then he fought Chisora before that and barely beat Chisora, and Chisora got beat by a virtual unknown in Monte Carlo or whatever that shit was. And then he fought Lucas Brown, and people talking, oh, he's arrived. Who can't beat Lucas Brown? That motherfucker had zero boxing ability, zero special effects. He was a PED user and abuser as well, too. So at the end of the day, he wasn't doing shit special as well, too. So Dillian Whyte got amateur pedigree. He could fight, but only way he really beat Luis Ortiz if Deontay Wilder wrecked Luis Ortiz that way. But Luis Ortiz is motivated. He got a daughter that has a disability. He got to get that money, man. He got to get that money. So it is what it is. It's a very competitive fight. I will be tuning in if I'm not at work. And if I'm at work, I'll be watching on my phone. Pac-Man has no business fighting on pay-per-view right now. Yeah, you're right. But Bob Arum is a low-key snitch, bro. He be snitching on niggas low-key, man. You notice how he kept saying that Ray Beltran was fighting for his fucking citizenship for the last fucking 2 years about Ray Beltran getting a belt. Then he was dry snitching on Pacquiao, saying that Pacquiao wanted this to be pay-per-view. I didn't want it to be pay-per-view. Pacquiao wanted it to be pay-per-view. Bob Arum a little dry snitch, bro. For real. RJ Povetkin is going to just as bad as AJ if he wins. Already got caught and salty. Yeah, you're right. He's going to be bad. But guess what? At 37 years old or 36 years old, Povetkin going to try to unify with somebody. He too old, bro. Even though he going to drag Wilder black ass to Russia, you'll be more able to get a motherfucking Povetkin Wilder unification class before Joshua and Wilder unification class. That clash ain't happening in 2020, but I'd rather Wilder keep it because that's a bigger fight. Nobody give a fuck about Povetkin here. What Donald Trump gonna show up with Vladimir Putin ringside for the Wilder and Povetkin? Fuck out of here. William, man, if Wilder got Derrick James coaching and wasn't as wild as much as they all would be ducking. You said something else, but I ain't gonna say that word you said. But I don't even think it mattered at the time. I did say I think Wilder should have changed coaches. But at the end of the day, his uniqueness, his awkwardness makes him who he is. He's unpredictable, dog. But I did say at the end of the Luis Ortiz fight, he needed another coach. But you see, he has progressed, though. He has progressed. But, yeah, Derrick James will be good for him, man. John David Jackson. But at the end of the day, Shelly Finkel was managing he was managing Mark Breland's career. And Shelly Finkel got Mark Breland. He gets Mark Breland $100,000 every year. Mark Breland get $100,000 every year. So you see why Deontay Wilder messing with Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel? They financial wizards. Mark Breland get $100,000 annuity every year, and that's what Shelly Finkel set up for Mark Breland. He set up for life, and then Shelly Finkel got him this coaching job with Deontay Wilder. So that's how you network with guys like that. So Deontay Wilder, he ain't just being a fool with his money. He ain't just getting milk. He ain't gonna be a fighter that's broke on the street. Shelly Finkel was financially making sure he's taken care of. So that's something I had to say and get out there. If he scraps with a dude, Povetkin versus Joshua should be a good scrap. Hopefully it's in Russia. Unless Povetkin team pull a whoopty blam, you know, which I wouldn't put it beneath them. Right now, the deal is for it to be in the UK, but I wish it was in Russia. Hop with the Avalanche little sign, man. What's going on, man? We was me and Hop was on Marlowe's Corner. Shout out to Marlowe's Corner. They do a trivia live stream pretty much all day. Shout out to the brother Trey X and Marlowe's Corner. And me and Hop was going back and forth getting the answers right, man. You know, most people say, "Oh, you don't know shit about boxing, this and that." And I know more than you, motherfucker. You know, time to put hay out to the pasture, pun intended. Hey, yeah, fuck hay, man. RJ Meadow and Woodward once again. Miller to me is trash can heavyweight. That's why it's so hard for him to get a title shot. I mean, shit, he gonna get a eliminator, and then after his eliminator with Puev, he'll be the IBF mandatory to Anthony Joshua or Johnson. Miller just can't fucking punch, dog. I mean, that's the one thing that stick out to me. Me and the bottom line SW Sandy Warden on Corey Lee Boxing, we was watching his last fight versus Dunhaps, whatever old boy name from France is that Wilder had beat a while ago. And he just couldn't hurt that guy, man. He just does, and it's not like he don't have a gift to punch. You know, Jarrell Miller and Sergey Lipinets were kickboxers. And you could tell by their feet, excuse me, some of their technique they use as well, too. Miller slaps with his punches, dog. He don't turn that hook over, or he don't really sit into his punches and turn into him, and that's the issue, man. Watch him fight. He slaps. His technique is fucked up. If he turned into them punches and really torqued his torso and you generate power from the ground up. Everything you do in sports, from pitching, from playing football, baseball, hitting the baseball, that shit is generated from your ground up. That's why you see when players, you lose their legs, maybe an ACL, MCL, whatever injury, or just don't have the stable base no more, all that power go away. There's no more throwing the ball 80 yards. There's no more hitting home runs. There's no more pitching 100 miles an hour. The base, your legs. Look at Manny Pacquiao calves. That's where that power come from. Look at Barry Sanders' thighs. That's where the power come from. Don't look up here. This chest shit and them fucking them tries and buys and them traps and them and delts and all that shit don't mean nothing. All that power is from this fat ass stomach all the way to from the core to the ground up. If you good from your feet to your core, you a strong motherfucker, man. Anybody that coach fitness to do fitness will tell you that. That's the most important thing. That bench press shit don't matter. Niggas think they can hit the bench press help hype people up every summer. I hit 400, 400, and you go to the club and get your ass whooped, or you go out there and you Billy Badass because you can bench press some shit and you get your ass whooped. That happened. That's an epidemic out here too. The bench press, don't let the bench press hype you up, bro. Let the squat rack hype you up before you let the bench press hype you up, man. But Fly Klitschko has some of the best ring interest. Oh hell yeah, that motherfucker stayed coming out the end of his career to Red Hot Chili Peppers, man. Can't stop. That's the shit though. Yeah, his shit be flames and all shit. And the stadium got flames outside. Klitschko did have some great ring interest. That was the best part about that David Hay fight. And he made David Hay wait in the ring too. George Foreman was there too. Todd Foster Klitschko versus Hay was terrible. His pinky toe. He was watching Harlem Nights earlier. Hell yeah! Shout out to Todd. Georgia boy Tyson Fury spoke for every hardcore U.S. boxing fan on the interview. I think he's been watching the LDBC and the new media videos. And I haven't still seen that interview, but I heard about it. He told the truth about shout out to the Cali Enigma for the super chat. I'm gonna get there. He told the fucking truth about what I heard. I think Blood mentioned. He told the truth. Eddie Hearn robbing him, man. And he ain't the only one. They turned on Lennox Lewis. Remember, they turned on Lennox Lewis when Lennox Lewis told the truth about how he should come over there. For sure. I'm trying to figure out where I was at. What up, Blood in the building? You know, I was listening to his shit today while cleaning up my dog shit, man. My dog just got some. I gave this nigga some motherfucking adult food because they was out the puppy child shit, man. So I got him the the Taste of the Wild and shit. They say that Taste of the Wild and Blue Wilderness is the best shit. So I got him Taste of the Wild. One of the dudes that watched me on YouTube, and he called up and said, "Oh, you do that on YouTube?" I'm all tired, woke up. I work midnights, beard all nappy and shit. I'm like, yeah, what up? I'm high. I'm just tired, fucking sleeping pills, whatever I was on. So shout out to the homie that called me out in the streets, man, buying dog food. My dog been shitting like crazy though, man. So off that shit, but he getting used to it. I'm gonna get him back to the puppy shit though. Oh shit, I didn't even know that. Yeah, Michael Grant. Yeah, that nigga's trying to fight Michael Grant, man. Joshua versus Whyte is when Joshua will be criticized for being a stiff robot. Push the head down while throwing the uppercut. That's some Broner shit, DJ7. Put up to the homie Blood, man. It's a lot of shit, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Cali you did, man. We all winning, man. So I'm so far behind these comments, but I'm gonna get to them. Dunhaps, yeah, that's that motherfucking name, man. We was watching me, Cali. It was me, Cali, Sandy Warden. I think Suleiman jumped in at the end of that motherfucking shit. We was all doing a live reaction, man, to that Danny Jacobs and Magic Man Lucky. That's what I call him card. I still take Lucky beat that motherfucking ass, man, by 1 point, but it was close. Lucky was giving him some motherfucking business, man. ESPN, hold on. I just seen that. I think Ty asked about the ESPN Plus app. I'm about to do my 7 days today, man, so I can watch that Crawford. If not, I'll pay the $5, man. I still ain't seen my fucking Star Wars movie yet. I gotta holler at my girl. She taking me this weekend, bro. Or I just might go to by myself tomorrow. Wow, July 28th got real. Is that UK or LA on the Mikey Garcia card? Mikey Garcia gonna be in LA, and Kell Brook and possibly Gabriel Rosado, and then possibly Bill and Whyte, Luis Ortiz will be in the UK. Showtime will probably pick it up too. They've been picking up everything. It's ESPN Plus still 30-day trial. I've been waiting for Crawford. Yeah, I'm about to go check that shit out right now. I gotta go to my man cave and my TV to see if the 7-day trial, because that's the TV I'm putting this shit on, man. I think we get a 10-day free trial through Bro EB Scrap. Cali Nimmo, what's going on? That's Jose. Yeah, for sure. Blood Box Return. That's a real individual right there, man. I'm trying to stop saying the N-word so much, so I say individual, man. That's a homie right there, man. You know, I've been watching the videos for a long time before the LDDC shit. Mr. Boxing all day. Let's face it, Whyte is a B level fighter that has regressed. He is a pressure fighter with no gas after the 5th round, tailor-made for Southport Ortiz. Now that he say that, what was the guy that Dillian Whyte fought before Lucas Brown? Robert Halatius. You know, didn't he just get beat up, get knocked out by like Johan Dunhaps before that? And Dillian Whyte couldn't knock him out. So Dillian Whyte ain't been the same since he got beat by Anthony Johnson, man. You know, let's face it, man. You know, Lucas Brown, he was trying to say, hey, let's go. Like, you ain't do shit, man. Shit, my fat ass could have got in there and competed with Lucas Brown that day. You know what I'm saying? I could have got in there and competed with his ass. Ain't shit. He ain't do shit. I'll shout out to Daniel McKenzie. Ortiz ready for a hard fight after getting slept. Yeah, I just spoke on that. Yeah, that's a good question. That motherfucker Deontay Wilder hit that nigga. What was it? A right uppercut? I don't know. I can't remember. That motherfucker was slobbing on his balls and shit, man. You know, but Luis Ortiz got a family to feed, man. You remember he got a daughter that's disabled. He got to get all the money. He been the guy that been deprived of money. He been the guy that ain't been making. He got that Rigondeaux treatment. They treat Cubans so bad, but at the end of the day, he did get caught cheating twice, though. Let Big Baby go on my 600-pound life and lose all that fat. He did lose the weight, though. Fat Baby Miller did. He was down at 265. 260 said he said he felt weak. You know, he said he felt weak, man. You know, he said he felt weak. Here you go. He does. This is RJ Middle and Woodwork. He does need a better coach. I agree. But, you know, Deontay Wilder has a natural dog-like mentality that makes him dangerous. Example, when Joshua fought Vladimir Klitschko and hurt him and couldn't finish him. Yeah, he got some natural ability, Deontay Wilder, man. A new coach could help. You know, you see Felix Verdejo fired Abel Sanchez, bitch ass. He went over there and Abel Sanchez was supposed to change his life. And guess what? Got his ass whooped. He got whooped. I like Verdejo, too. But guess what? Anything with Abel Sanchez get whooped. Abel Sanchez stay getting niggas whooped. He got Terry Norris whooped, you know. Then he got that kid, Felix Verdejo whooped. But Verdejo ain't been right since after the car accident. Well, he started getting niggas' ass whooped, though. Terry Norris had all the ability to be a good, you know, all-around boxer. He said, I made Terry Norris into an attacker. Well, you got Terry Norris knocked out by Julian Jackson. And excuse my wrong reference to other video a couple videos ago about Julian Jackson knocking out G-Man. That's my fault. I meant to say Terry Norris. Ortiz 50 with heart pressure missions. What's up, Saul, brother? What's going on, man? I teach my fighters. This is Mr. Boxing Art. I teach my fighters in the gym. Work on your hang cleans and landmine single arm presses are most beneficial in boxing. Yup. Weights don't benefit you in boxing. You know, it really don't unless you use them for high reps and low weight. You know, your body weight should just be enough. Natural body dips, tricep dips, push-ups, a lot of core work. That's what you need because you need that fluidity. You don't want to be all muscular and bulky and not have that flexibility in your muscle. And muscles bulk you up and it takes away your flexibility. You want that flexibility, you want that fluidity in the muscle. You don't want your movement to go around when you walking like that. You walking like a pregnant chick. Some guys so damn stocky they can't even wipe their ass. You want that flexibility, man. You want that lean muscle. Let me say that. The lean muscle is what everybody wants. Except for real bodybuilders, lean muscle is what you want. And even with you lifting kind of heavy, you always can get that lean muscle. You can pop where you want to pop at. Most guys want to pop in their hams and they calf muscles, and they want to pop in this chest up area right here. Right here. A lot of dudes doing a flat bench press is not gonna make you pop though. That don't really have no beneficial. It's the incline. You can do incline all day. That's gonna give you that gorilla across the chest. You know what I'm saying? The incline and shit. And then your traps is just sometimes traps just naturally grow. Shrugs, lat pull down sometimes. I noticed that the traps right here are mostly a lot of genetic, man. Some people shit grow like that. Some people shit don't grow at all. Showtime is picking up Tyson Fury fight. Yup, and it's picking up Maurice Hooker fight, man. Yup. It's picking up the Maurice Hooker and Terry Flanagan fight, man. Shout out to Maurice Hooker. He American. He ain't all that, but I'm pulling for him to beat Terry Flanagan and bring a belt back from the UK. Why does his technique look? Hold on. Why technique looked good against Brown? Are you talking about Dillian Whyte technique looked against Brown? Yeah, I mean Brown. Anybody gonna look good versus him, but I mean if his fight before that with the Robert Hellacious guy, he didn't look like shit. Ortiz is going to trash Dillian Whyte, and I can't wait so these UK fans don't say his name no more. Wayne Jr. Shout out to Wayne. I hope so, man. Cali Enigma Boxing Network. I still can't get with the Boxing Network like that. And I remember he's just the Cali Enigma. But that's what's up, the Boxing Network. That's why Antoine Jenner is ducking Deontay Wilder. He saw Luis Ortiz drooling. Yeah, that nigga was drooling over his balls, dog. If Ortiz beats Whyte, then what's for Whyte? Whyte is the mandatory to Deontay Wilder. That's what it is. But, that takes away the Dillian Whyte play for Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn don't have nobody to hide behind. So, they can pay Ortiz to be on the undercard and step aside and let that Wilder Anthony Johnson fight happen. Jose says, CJ, I need you to speak on what was going through Abel's mind when he said Canelo is no draw. I did the video yesterday, bro. If you want to speak on it right now, get to it. He didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, man. Vilified Media was schooling his ass, man. Vilified Media, shout out to him. He doing better in these interviews. He's starting to kind of be a little bit more aggressive with these interviewers and getting the questions, getting the answers out of them. I like that from him. But yeah, he was like, well, yeah, he didn't draw. What about that guy? Oh, yeah. What about that guy? I mean, he did 600K with Amir Khan, Canelo Alvarez. Then Canelo Alvarez did 300K with Liam Smith. Nobody in fucking America and Texas knew who Liam Smith was. And the Triple G fought Danny Jacobs in Danny Jacobs City. Only did 170K. He fought fucking Dave Lemieux. What was that in Canada? Shit, man. He not really. The fuck, man. Fuck him. He's just trying to pad his pockets, man. He probably get a managerial cut and a trainer cut, man. Speaking of Rigondeaux, where the fuck is he at? I just heard something about Rigondeaux. Hey, the fucking the Ring Magazine still got Rigondeaux on their pound for pound list. Maybe they feel kind of bad. And I never really got to touch on this. 7A Sports said that he tried to get some top ranked press credentials, man. And they kept asking why he don't talk about Rigondeaux more. And they tried to get him to tap dance and coon out for some credentials, man. And he was trying to get credentials to Horn and fucking in Crawford. Ain't nobody cooning out for no fucking top ranked credentials. You should want more color of people in your media press room instead of the same Radio Raheems and the same Stevie Kims. Man, nigga, I'm not selling out my channel and everybody that sells to me. I would never sell y'all niggas out for no fucking credentials now, man. Fuck all that, man. This shit is legacy right here, man. Your channel is your legacy. Motherfuckers gonna be able to go back and say, man, remember that nigga was talking that shit back in 2018. That was some real boxing talk. That's your legacy, man. Nobody want to be out here cooning out. and selling off for no top rank credentials. I'll just keep rocking with PBC, man. But it's hard to support Bud Crawford. They want you to be a fucking Lomachenko fanboy to support Crawford. Yeah, eat a dick. Wayne Jr. Wilder will be real nice with Virgil Hunter. Is Virgil Hunter healthy, bro? You know, I'm praying for that brother to get healthy. Keisha Cole daddy, man. And that's real shit. He is Keisha Cole daddy. Salute the Blood Boxing Returns. That's for sure, man. Show for sure. You know, Blood Boxing salute. OG in the building. Saul, tell you going to watch the next Canelo fight. You got to support the Brown brother. Yeah, I mean, shit, if that shit in New York, I'm going to that bitch. If it's Canelo and fucking Danny Jacobs in New York, I'm going, but it's gonna be in Vegas. I don't know if I go to that one, but I'm gonna watch it though. I ain't gonna lie. I can't go to that one because I don't want to take my girl to Vegas and be quiet for her birthday at the end of the year. So I ain't going to Vegas twice. My money ain't that long. Mexican style brain damage. Yeah, but Mexican style, Abel said it's different. Mexican style. Felipe Lopez was different. Salvador Sanchez fought different. Marquez fought different. That shit just a fucking myth. Bodybuilders juice up all day. Yup. You know, bodybuilder. I know one guy, what's his name? Ronnie Cycli or whatever. He be coming in Detroit when I used to lift, you know, a long time ago. That motherfucker ate like 18 protein shakes to his workout. That motherfucker said he ate like 12 chicken breasts for lunch. Yeah, that nigga was juicing. Brown was in his trash agree. Whyte said that Wilder would have signed a contract that he would fight him after Whyte fights Ortiz. He probably did. Wilder ain't got no other choice, man, unless the Anthony Joshua fight happened for him. You know, so I mean, Dillian Whyte ain't shit to be scared of. You know, if he get past Ortiz, we gonna salute him. And if it's fair square business, I'm gonna salute him and give him his credit. Yeah, you must have did. I did it last night, bro. It's the it's before. Matter of fact, it's before the Mayweather and the Floyd. Why people don't want to sign the Mayweather 2 promotions? Right before that one. American Patriots 1776. Whyte said that Wilder would have signed a contract that he. Oh, I read that with my bad. You know, Alex Santos would do. If AJ beats Povetkin, he'll fight Puev. Probably so. But Puev got to beat Fat Baby Miller, Cheeseburger Miller. Got Crisco grease coming out my pores when I fight. You got to fight him. You know they're going to run a fight Miller in Brooklyn, New York. You know they're going to run a fight that guy. Suleiman Dillian Whyte is a complete all-around boxer. What you think about? I mean, shit. When he fought Anthony Johnson, he was straight. Ever since he injured that shoulder, Dillian Whyte ain't been good. You know, unable Sanchez, he fought. You know, he ain't been good. Ever since that Anthony Joshua shoulder injury, he ain't been shit. You know, and shoulder injuries is tricky. You know, most guys in the gym, when they injure their shoulder, they never the same, man. Because the shoulder is comprised is a component is made up of a lot of small bones. So that's why it's hard to get back with. Hunter and Frankie, Keisha called. Virgil Hunter was getting busy. I ain't mad at him. He was hitting her with the Rico from Paid in Full. Hey. That's why I'm not buying that app. Damn, Matchroom really trying to stall the AJ fight. Yeah, DOG 215. I mean, I'm cool, man. I've waited for great heavyweight boxing for how long, bro? Too long. Get him, Mike. You gonna be at the Spence fight? Nah, I had to pull out that one, man. I had some life changes going on. I'm gonna be at Brooklyn though. If it's a fight in New York, you probably gonna see me at the most of the major fights in New York. I gotta get out to Cali though, man. One day. They don't do too many fights in Cali like that in Los Angeles, but I want to get out there. I want to do Vegas. I'm coming to Texas. Earl will fight in Texas again. I got a hunch that he might fight Omar Figueroa at the end of the year. If Figueroa will be this case. Buck Top Rank, Uncle Al is the only one to be trusted. Oscarina, Floyd, Aaron, and Hearn all full of shit. Yep, they're promoters. Promoters are full of shit. Rick Castillo, oh my God, it's going to be an undercard of Mikey Garcia versus Roberts Jr. It's the same day. Please let me know. Yes, the same day. I don't know who. I mean, David Benavidez got sued this week by Samson Boxing. Him and Top Rank got sued this week. So Benavidez and Anthony Durrell won't be on that undercard probably unless they come to an agreement or something. The new ESPN, yeah, the ESPN Plus app. Yep, it's a Plus app. Now, if you go to your TV, which I do mine on my TV, I got TV here, but I ain't got it set up on here. My daughter took over my bedroom TV. Got Disney Channel, motherfucking Nickelodeon and shit. But if you go to your TV and you don't go to the ESPN app, you put your cable provider information in. On my TV, you go all the way to the top tab, you go to the right, and they say the ESPN Plus app stuff. I like to see Ramon Alvarez versus Jaime Maguire. Ramon It's Canelo's older brother. Yeah, I know who Ramon is. I'm Miguel fight Leon Smith next, man. You know, all that local shit, that local Mexican stuff for Jaime Miguel over with, man. He was trying to fight Carson Jones in Tijuana or wherever he's from, but they didn't approve it, so he got to fight Leon Smith next. Leon Smith didn't fight Saddam Ali because he had an illness, so I don't know what the illness was, but obviously he got better. Big Baby Miller is beating Puav. Yeah, Puav been out the ring for a couple years, though, man. So I don't know. Puav still might get him, though. Shit, you never know. Like I said, Big Baby Miller down there with Kevin Cunningham right now. Kevin Cunningham got the most lit camp right now. He got Rick Ross in camp. He got Browner. He got Roberts Jr. He got Erickson Lubin. He got Richard Hitchens. And now he got Big Baby Miller. Man, Adrian Broner better turn about billions back on for his YouTube channel. That bitch down there lit. ESPN Plus, you can get it on every TV in the house and phone. Yeah, I know you get it on the TV in the house and phone. I just ain't got it on my TV right here, though. Rec Castillo, oh my God, it's going to be, oh, I seen that. I don't know. I keep reading the same comments. Yo, is Mikey and Easter even official? Yeah, it's official. Mikey Garcia and Robert Jr. was official like 5 or 6 days ago. The announcement should be soon, but it's a done deal. American Patriots 1776. The best fight in our era is Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Much better than Wilder and Joshua fight. Yep, two tall motherfuckers. You know, we remember Fury got put down by Steve Cunningham too. Them motherfuckers on the fucking bed on the campus like that. I think that was the same day Curtis Stevenson fought Derek Finley when he finally came back. That was on NBC. That was a lit ass card though. It was somewhere in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, or some shit like that. Alex Santos, when was it announced that Miller would be fighting Povetkin? No, we didn't say Povetkin. Miller should be fighting Puav. You know, we're not sure about that, but that's the next title eliminator for the IBF. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Darrell getting knocked out. Well, Darrell ain't getting knocked out because Benavidez got sued, man. What's up to Antonio McCray, man? He got all the ladies, man. You know, you need one-on-one lady advice, man. Antonio McCray is who you go to, man. Go to his inbox or something. Add him as a contact. Antonio, you know, my girlfriend won't give me head. Antonio will give you the best advice you need, man. Mr. Boxing all day. I think Richard Schaefer and Frank Warren are pretty good stand-up promoters. Yeah, I like Frank Warren. I ain't never had no problem with him. Richard Schaefer. People's problem with Richard Schaefer is how greasy he did Oscar De La Hoya, but that's a conversation for another day. Is this true? Whyte versus Ortiz next? Yep, it's true. It's true. Whyte Ortiz next. 02, July 28th. Kell Brooks is expected to be on the card. I think allegedly versed or rumored to be versed Gabriel Rosado. Mikey Garcia versus Robert C is official. We're just waiting for the time. We just waiting for the announcement. Yeah, it's gonna be July 28th. Yeah, Puav. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Cali Nigma. Thanks, bro. Boxing is me. What? Yeah, what? Ortiz is stepping. I mean, Dillian Whyte is stepping up, man. That's what happens when you get a 25% purse versus Bulgarian and Puav. What's so crazy about it, man, is that Puav was willing to have this fight versus Ortiz. I mean, versus Whyte and Puav in the U.S. They was gonna put this fight in the U.S. Whyte wasn't gonna have to go to Bulgaria. He's gonna have to fight Puav right in the U.S. So, but 25%. Think about it for a minute, man. He made $25K, $250K, $250,000. He got to pay a promotional fee. He got to pay taxes. He fighting in the U.S. That's U.S. taxes, UK taxes. Then he got to pay his manager. Then he got to pay his coach. Then he got to pay his cut man. Shit, he was gonna come back home with, if he lucky, $100K. Shit, really, he was gonna be paying $80K. Y'all gotta realize these fighters don't get what the purse say. They got shit to pay. You know what I'm saying? They got coaches to pay 10%, manager get 10%, promotional fee, that's probably another 10, 15%. I mean, shit, right there, shit. That's 45% of your purse right there. If that. So you don't, I mean, shit, I mean, you know, that's why fighters are real, you know, judicious, should be judicious with their money. Be real low key. Yeah, Whyte versus Ortiz, that's true. Ali, what's going on? Whyte is gonna beat Ortiz when Hearn will force the Wilder, and then Hearn will force the Wilder and Whyte fight. Yup, we just talked about that's exactly what's gonna happen. Jeff was in the folks. What's going on, Jaquan? Beer Facts, what's going on? Pulling for Ortiz. Yeah, we all pulling for Ortiz. I was pulling for a good fight as well too. Boxes mean Whyte got my respect. Yeah, he had no choice. That's not all jump on the Dillian Whyte fucking train at once. Dillian Whyte was only getting 25% of the cut versus Puav. 25%. Yeah, you can only get 25%. You hear niggas arguing over 35, 65 splits. This nigga was about to get a 25% cut. Yeah, he hopped over there and fought fucking Luis Ortiz for way more money, quick, fast, in a hurry. It's a money thing. Who is Big Burger Baby Miller fighting? We don't know. It should be ordered that Miller and Puev go to purse bid or some shit like that. That should be ordered next. 80K. Yeah, 80K, man. Yeah, that's probably what he's gonna be bringing home. That ain't shit. That nigga would have had to hop in the ring 2 months later to get his money up. Jose, what's going on, y'all? I'm really looking forward to Canelo Jacobs, though. Hope it happens. Yup. I hope it happens as well, too. That's what Danny Jacobs and Eddie Hearn been waiting for. LA, live, Staples Center, downtown LA. Yeah, I want to make it out there, bro. Real bad. Kelly, nigga. Couldn't outdo 1.5 bid. They couldn't make that up in their stadiums with $1 billion deal. Something don't add up. Exactly. Eddie Hearn only put up 850K, man. 850K, excuse me. He ain't put shit up, man. Boxing, you don't think Luis Ortiz should retire because of the punishment he received in the Wilder fight? Hell no, he shouldn't retire. He can't retire, man. You remember he ain't been fighting though. He gotta get his bread up. You know, he ain't a guy that been getting a lot of money, man. So he got a family to feed, so he can't retire right now. He ain't making enough money. You know, he just not started getting these big money fights and title shots and title eliminator shots. I think he'd be all right. You know, when you got to do shit for your family, you got to get up and be the breadwinner. You ain't got no choice but to get it done. Jacobs is going to get KO'd, in my opinion. You know, everybody on that Canelo side, now I can understand, but you got to remember, Salucky is 6'1", dog. Salucky is equal height to Danny Jacobs. Canelo was like 5'7", dog. Danny Jacobs is a legit 6 foot 6'1". And Canelo Alvarez, he ain't no pressure fighter neither. He gonna have to find a way to chop down that Jacobs tree. He ain't Salucky. Salucky is 6'1". Remember that. Salucky ain't 5'6", bro. And remember, Triple G is only like 5'10" as well. Jacobs is almost legit 5 inches taller than Canelo Alvarez, man. So you got to understand, how can Canelo Alvarez keep up with somebody who feet is better than his, who's longer, taller than he is? It's gonna be interesting to see how he cut the distance to try to chop down Danny Jacobs. No, Luis Ortiz should be all right. Yep, he should. Ortiz gonna sleep Whyte with that straight left. Boxes me. You think Manny Pacquiao ducking Crawford? Hell yeah, Manny Pacquiao been ducking Crawford for 3 years. He ducking through Freddie Rose. What Freddie Rose say? Oh no, no, it's Crawford too much, man. Even Abel Sanchez gave Terrence Crawford the ultimate respect. He said Terrence Crawford is gonna take a special person to beat Terrence Crawford. Excuse me, and man, Pacquiao look like he's small as shit, man. Pacquiao look like he got AIDS or some shit, man. You can see that nigga ribs and shit. You can see his ribs through his shirt. You know? What's going on, Chris? If Ortiz wins, does he get Wilder again? Yup. He'd be the mandatory. Yup. Yeah, whoever wins be Wilder mandatory. But remember, Wilder will just fight a mandatory if he fight Brazil next. So you ain't got to face your mandatory for like 6 or 8 months or every year with the WBC. So that fight ain't got to happen until, till like whenever the year after Wilder fights Dominic Brazil. So they ain't gonna have. He ain't got to fight. Had to fight 2 mandatories back to back unless he wants to. Ortiz is a really good dude, man. I hope he gets his payday soon. Yeah, he ain't juicing. He seems like a nice guy. Santee Alley is on Sundays. Gets a good deal on the shit in LA. I can't pronounce Chimumba. I can't pronounce his name. Boxing is me. Yeah, Isaac Chimumba. I don't know that guy's name. He fighting Demetrius Pirog, man. He be training with Roy Jones too, man. Still, no, I don't think he's going to KO Jacobs. Not even Triple G could KO Jacobs. Manny Pacquiao was off the juice. Yeah, that's a question. Don't direct that at me. That nigga looks small as hell. He like one of them fucking stray dogs in your neighborhood that don't nobody feed. You know what I'm saying? That nigga looks small as hell. Matisse look all fat, sloppy in the midsection his last fight. So, who does Canelo KO besides Khan and C-level opponents? Nobody. Canelo don't have that real power. Boxing Clean. What's up, Curtis Anderson, man? Hey, Curtis Anderson. I heard that you left the fucking Marlowe's Corner yesterday. We were doing trivia hour, and I started dominating because you left, dog. They said they need you to come back and compete with me and Hop, man, on boxing trivia, bro. So you better bring your ass in there today if they do boxing trivia. I will be there answering all the questions up. But no Google unless it get really, really hard. Boxing clinic. If Jacobs is Curtis Anderson, fight smart, he can win. Boxing is about strategy. Canelo weakness is athletic fighters. Yeah, Jacobs should be the fucking favorite in that fight, man. Canelo gonna have to need a ladder just to punch Jacobs in the face. You know, I could see Canelo winning 8 rounds versus Jacobs if KOs Jacobs well down. Man, Jacobs look bad versus Lucky, but like I said, Lucky was 6'1". Canelo was like 5'6", 5'7", man. You know, seriously. He's like 5'6", 5'7", man. You think Manny Pacquiao can beat Crawford in his prime? It'll be good. I mean, we ain't really seen Crawford really tested like that, man. So I probably would favor Pacquiao right now, but Crawford's story is still unwritten. Ortiz has a child with disabilities as well, like Wilder. He gonna keep fighting. Plus, Ortiz haven't taken a lot of punishment in his career. True, you know. Yeah, no problem. Curtis Anderson, be there, be square, fool. Like, but I ain't heard nobody say that shit in a long time. Be there, be square. Would love to see Ortiz versus Wilder again. I still see the same outcome. Might as well. Wilder's going to be chasing the big British bitch with no nuts for a couple more years. The way I see it going, yep. Pacquiao is going. If I'm Ortiz, I want that Wilder. I want that fucking anti-Joshua fight, man. Joshua ducked him once. Pacquiao is going to pass the torch to Loma. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. Yep. You know, Lomachenko can't take the punishment, but Pacquiao, man, looking super small, man. He already trying to cut weight before. You know, but it is what it is, man. I don't give a fuck to see nothing. I was glad when Cotto and Mayweather and Marquez all retired. Come back and get Pacquiao ass, too. I'm a Stone Cold historian. I heard, man. I got a Stone Cold historian. Google, motherfucker. It's like, no. I was talking shit. Canelo 5'8", man. Man, they say he 5'8". That nigga small as shit. Motherfucker still 4 or 5 inches shorter, even at 5'8". Canelo will not fight Jacobs. I mean, he don't have no other choice. If you're gonna fight Jacobs or you're gonna fight Boo Boo, which Boo Boo is, in my opinion, still might be more skillful than Jacobs, or you're gonna fight Charlo, you're gonna fight Billy Joe Saunders. But they said they ain't want no Billy Joe Saunders work. I did a video on that a couple months ago. Eric Gomez said, "Oh, Billy Joe Saunders is a runner like Lara. We already fought a runner like Lara." I said, man, that's some motherfucking shit right there. Didn't Canelo kind of move a lot against Triple G? What do you think of Brian Castellanos, WA regular champion? I haven't seen him fight, but I know he beat Sergey Jevchenko in the World Boxing Series, whatever that little professional pro-am tournament they got for it's what is it called? I can tell you what it's called right now, man. But yeah, man, I haven't seen him fight, but I know he beat Sergey Jevchenko in the pro-am league. You know, and also what's the Avenger Singh guy at 168? I think you know, Shevchenko beat him as well too, man. So you know, if you could beat Shevchenko, you know, and it's really like professional because this boxing series, a boxing ran by the ABIA, I think it's called. It allows fighters to compete in their league, and it's professional rules except for you can't open your glove and still have your amateur and Olympic status. So that's a selling point. Rasheed Warren fought in it. Lomachenko fought in it. You know, but the professional wins don't translate into, you know, real professional wins. But it's like a professional league, man. But I got to watch him, and I've been seeing his name pop up a lot, man. Pac-Man probably can beat Loma. I don't think at 135. I don't think he can. You know, but Lomachenko did. He did take some physical abuse from Jorge Linares, though, bro. Damn it, I'm mad late. Ortiz stopped Whyte within 9 rounds. Yeah, could be. If Linares knocked you down, I think Pat can knock you out. Possibly, but remember that's a 12-pound. What's that? Yeah, that's a 12-pound weight problem, man. When you 40 years old, I mean, to cut 12 pounds and compete in a fight, that's tough. That's really, really tough, man. Pacquiao, man, gonna have problems with that weight. You know, but it'd be interesting to see. He already don't have no legs, so you take the weight out of it, he really gonna have no legs. Who is Bivol fighting on the Kovalev card? Isaac Chamlumba, whatever the guy's name is. That's training with Roy Jones. That's his next opponent. Canelo should have fought Charlo, Mr. I was born ready my ass. He should have changed his name to Mr. I wasn't born ready for Charlo Saunders or Andrade. but everyone else I am. Yeah, I'll take Jacobs. You know, only reason he picking on Jacobs because he also affiliated with HBO, and Jacobs just looked bad versus Lucky. And people say, "Well, Lucky ain't that good." You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Jacobs was at the crib. He was trying to show up for his fans, and also Lucky was equal height of Jacobs. That's something to be said as well. Boxing is me. We gotta see how Lomachenko looks after surgery. Yup. King in my hood, Texas. What's going on? Jacobs looked poor in his last fight. Canelo gonna fight a bum when he returned. Charlo putting the press on them. They can't keep ducking them Texas boys. Yup. Charlo's fighting in Houston, Texas in August, I think. He also beat Jack Colclough. Yeah. Yup. That little motherfucker tough too. Yeah, we was talking about how Jamal Charlo will sell in Houston on Quarterly Boxing Talk, and will he sell more than the 7,000 plus that then he did at the Barclays Center? And I'm telling you, in Houston, Texas, he gonna sell, bro. Down south, they support their own, man. They fill out high school stadiums. Some high school stadiums almost bigger than some professional stadiums. So Charlo gonna fill out his hood, man. He gonna fill out Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas is the fourth biggest populated city in America and will be the third biggest and overtake Chicago by 2020. So with all the titty bars and amenities Texas got going on in Houston, he gonna sell out. For sure, he gonna sell out. Earl Spence is about to sell out. So Terrence Crawford should be ashamed of himself. I mean, he just comfortable in his skin, like people say. People getting real emotional at me and Fred from Barbershop Conversation, talking about how Crawford don't know how to promote himself. You know, and they're not promoting him right. People getting their feelings like we critiquing him as a fighter. You gotta do something out the ring to be different, man. You gotta set yourself apart. You know, you need casual fans to stay on top. But Jamal Charlo is the king at middleweight, and Jamel is the king at junior middleweight. Yep, it's coming. No, it's coming. EB Scraps, I got Jamel Charlo, the king at 160 at least. Did somebody prove him wrong in the ring? Yeah, possibly. Yeah. You know, 160 is a whole bunch of unproven weight class right now, man. It's really, really unproven. You know, but there's a lot of good fighters there, man. You know, Billy Joe Saunders potentially could be moving up too. Them Texas boys ain't playing. Nope, not at all. King of my hood, Texas. Fuck yeah, he gonna sell more than 7K. It's gonna be a big event in Houston. Yeah, Houston got the titty bars and everything. My man said the interstate be filled. Who said that the other day? Like, you can't. It's the biggest interstate and it still be filled. Jeff Horn is holding down the promo by itself. He sure is. Him and his team just talking cash shit. Terrence Crawford don't care about that shit, though, man. In the long haul, he gonna wish he did. Because he leaving millions on the table. But let him make his own mistake. He know how to do his own career. He just want to, you know, box and beat people up in the ring and go home and just live a modest lifestyle. Good. And I hope his lifestyle is as modest as he makes it seem, because if it's flamboyant, he got more money going out than coming in. That's going to be the issue. Browner get paid $60,000, $70,000, or $30,000, $40,000 to walk through a club. That's money. That's cash money. That's untaxable money. You know? And all the interviews, they say, oh, he did an interview with Dan Raphael. He did an interview with Teddy Ellis. I ain't seen none of that shit. You know, and I'm watching ESPN First Take this morning. I watched ESPN in the beginners when I didn't see nothing on Terrence Crawford. Did you see the Crawford special last night on ESPN? See, I didn't catch that, man. I don't know where I was at. I'm going to have to go look it up. Houston, Texas is popping up. Curtis Anderson, what's up, Scholar? Steele, Spence kills Crawford. Easy Crawford better be worried about that kangaroo in front of him. I can't say what Spencer do or Crawford do with each other. I got to wait and see, man. I want to see what Crawford like this weekend, man. Crawford is punching hard. You know, his defense is good, and he dealing with Horns. You know, size and stature and his pressure good. I'm going to make my assessment come after that. Fred kind of emotional about Terrence. Terrence don't care. He touching M's. Fred ain't emotional. Fred just telling y'all the truth. That motherfucker's rotten publicly. His PR sucks. He was getting touchy about them comments, dog. He was. That's how I be in the comment section, but I don't bring it up all the time, man. I respond to the comments. BFTB Boxing, what's going on, brother? I respond to the comments, dog. If you get disrespectful, I'm going to disrespect you. I had to check that IMO, in my opinion, motherfucker, man. And they on Fred shit, man. Fucking that greasy shit. I'll light in your ass. Here you go. What's going on, Alex Santos? Who do you think Jamal is going to fight next? I don't know. I don't have a clue. Somebody had another hint on somebody. Somebody said Keith Thurman possibly could fight Josito Lopez. That was blood boxing, man. He said that. Shout out to that. Crawford and Atlas, right, Kurt? Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Crawford and Atlas, man. I'm watching. I gotta go back and watch this shit. Kurt, I'm chilling, brother. You ducked me last night. I told him. That boxing trivia, dog. Me and Hop was holding it down for a minute, man. Shout out to Marlowe's Corner, man. Boxing trivia. I don't know what time they're doing boxing trivia today. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so y'all get in on some of that boxing trivia at Marlowe's Corner, man. Subscribe, man. Marlowe's Corner, man. Trey X be on there, man. Them hard-ass boxing questions, man. Trey X went in on Marlowe last night. He was like, how you just gonna say he from Florida and he had in the WBA championship belt? That shit was funny, bro. Bud erases Jeff Horn. Yeah, we all hoping for. I'm hoping for a good fight, but yeah, yeah, it should be pretty easy. But Jeff Horn, a little dirty, nasty motherfucker. Jeff Horn cut him or hit him in the nuts or some shit. It might be an issue. Teddy Atlas was trying to pick out all Crawford flaws in his face, trying to play him. Yeah, Loma can do no. Hey, I gotta watch it now. Wayne Jr. about to make me go watch that shit, bro. Castillo, this channel is badass. Boxing answers all of us. That shit, brother. Thank you. Yeah. I try to get back to all the comments too, man. That's underrated, bro. I don't want y'all be in the comment section, you know, not being engaged. I read that shit. I remember Matt Valentine called me out on that shit. I said, okay, I gotta do better. So if it's something y'all feel I can improve on the channel, let me know, man. I'm trying to start that radio show up this fall, man. It's coming close, man. It's mad cheap. I just gotta get my equipment together, man. You know, for sure. It's mad cheap, but I'm gonna start that bitch up though. So I'm gonna pick a day where we can just talk boxing for 3 hours or 2 hours, and I'm gonna go live on Google Hangout. Y'all gonna be able to call in. So it's gonna take us to the next level. I see Dante. I used to watch the Boxing Voice shit all the time. Shout out to the brother T Street Controversy as well. I really don't watch the shit as much as I used to, but he recovered. He ain't sick no more. So blessings to that brother, man. I gotta catch up on his videos. Man, I was watching him when he was in the arena, and you know, it has differences and shit like that. But guess what? He was the first channel that made me want to start doing that shit. So I gotta I ain't never gonna be no hater. I'm gonna salute to niggas that blazed the trail before me. Me and my wife went out last night. See you tonight. He said, yeah, I was with the wifey last night. Now, nigga, not coming this night. Come tonight, nigga. Curtis Anderson, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna be there tonight too. What's your thoughts? Hold on, let me read these up. Alex Santos, I like to see Jamal, get Canelo, Triple G, Billy Joe Saunders. Yeah, neither one of them coming to Houston, Texas, bro. You know, we gotta see who's gonna come to Houston, Texas. He might try to fight Slucky to show Danny Jacobs how to handle Slucky. Boxing Triple G might as well drop his belts willingly and move up to 68 to Gail Eubanks Jr. Eubanks Jr. fighting John Ryder on a Callum Smith, George Grove undercard. Yeah, if I was Triple G, I'd go up for DeGale. He could beat the shit out of DeGale. DeGale ain't what he used to be. What's your thoughts on Terry Flanagan and Maurice Hooker? I mean, I watched the tape, and both ain't none of them niggas, you know, punch. You know, they don't stick out on tape. But Flanagan is a guy that's pretty much he is what he is. He a basic southpaw. He want to hit you with the 1-2, and he make a lot of fundamental mistakes when Maurice Hooker can capitalize on that. He pull back with his chin up, and you fighting a guy that's 6 foot. You know, Maurice Hooker is patient enough, and he ain't an Energizer bunny. He could pick his shots. If he was judicious and pick his shots, he'll be able to knock Terry Flanagan out. But I'm going to take Terry Flanagan experience over Maurice Hooker over 12 rounds, unanimous decision. But I'll be pulling for Maurice Hooker. That fight going to be on Showtime as well, too. Texas Free Smoke down, man down, boys in the house, 210, San Antonio, Texas. I used to work at Amazon not too long ago, and I had a motherfucker from San Antonio, a couple people that was training me from San Antonio, man. Shout out to San Antonio. Bear facts. Wayne, he definitely paused and asked how he felt when Gamboa wobbled him. I was like, oh, man, I'm about to hop and watch that shit right now. Triple G will stop DeGale. Now, about 2 years ago, I thought that was one of the guys that could beat Triple G. Agreed. That was my sentiment on that. But DeGale ain't the same fighter. CJ keep up the boxing talk. Shout out to the homie Dallas J. Jose Utagi is a fighter to look out for. Yup, he fighting on he fighting on one of them cards, man. Suleiman. Why is Manuel Char fighting in September against Fred, whatever his name is? It should be sooner. Yeah, Manuel Char. I mean, that Fred Okazi guy, he was the regular WA champion at one point, or Manuel Char is the regular WA champion. So I don't know. Maybe somebody had to get in shape, man. You know, Hooker was not good when I saw him fighting on HBO. No, he real sloppy, but you know he trained with Terrence Crawford now. So he in the Terrence Crawford camp with Jamil Herring and Crawford. So hopefully he learns something. He was just sloppy with his attack, man. He don't move well for a guy like Robertson Jr. I think he's underappreciated being a 5'11" lightweight. Robertson Jr. is coordinated. He fluid. He just don't use his height and don't have no discipline. Manuel Char's Lebanese terror should be fighting more in the U.S. Yeah, I like Manuel Char. He's solid. Hold on. Oh, shit. Thank you, brother. Shout out. Very good boxing channel. Who smashed the like button, my diehard boxing fans. Marxist, what's going on, brother? Bad enough Bud, a black man on top rank. We have brothers hating on him like a motherfucker. They keep Earl Spence dick in their mouth like he God. I mean, you got to understand, though, man. Earl Spence is something that brothers ain't seen before, man. Like the dude from Dallas, I won't say his name because he a bitch. You know, he said that ain't something that, you know, Texas ain't never had nothing like Earl Spence before. Dallas ain't never had nothing like Earl Spence before. So it ain't that people mad at Bud Crawford. You know, Bud Crawford, he not in the trenches like he should be, man, Marxist. Bud Crawford ain't doing these interviews. Bud Crawford ain't demanding respect. Bud Crawford ain't really proactive in his PR. That's what brothers are getting mad at. Nobody has ever challenged Bud Crawford's skill level. Skill for skill, I see more people saying Bud is a better skill for skill fighter than Earl Spence. That's not the issue. The issue is this. People see Earl Spence starting to do these interviews. They see Earl Spence starting to call these fighters out. They see Earl Spence trying to be a crossover star. He's trying to get notoriety. He's trying to rub shoulders with the Dallas Cowboys. He's stepping out of the shell. They see Terrence Crawford just going back into that shell. We want better for Terrence Crawford. That's what I want. I want Crawford to be the biggest, brightest star that he wants to be. Because when you're not out there giving these interviews, you're not out here in the public, you're not going back and forth with guys and trying to really show that you out here and you a budding star, you losing money. Terrence Crawford should be the biggest thing popping in boxing, but he not. And he not. You know, just saying he not. So I mean, I'm just saying from that standpoint, man. You know, he not, man. We want Crawford better. Because the bigger and better Crawford is, the bigger and better a Spence, and the bigger and better Spence is, the bigger and better fight we got, the pay-per-view fight we got. We gonna show up and show our $60 on pay-per-view, and we all gonna show up to a Crawford and Earl Spence fight. We want it to be big. We want these guys to be crossover stars. We want to say the winner and the loser of the Crawford Spence fight when they finally get made can cross over and do Jimmy Kimmel, can cross over and be at the NBA All-Star, be courtside. We want our next boxing star to be way more exciting than Floyd Mayweather in the ring and be just as exciting outside the ring. And that's the thing, man. BFTB boxing. I'm glad I finally caught a live stream from you. I've been trying for a while. Yeah, I've been trying to do more, man. What's the most hammer? Because you sport a fighter, this shit is wild. Yeah. You know, it's just a pride thing, man. A lot of people mad about that Bud Crawford shit that me and Fred kicking, but at the end of the day, the bigger Crawford is, the bigger Spence is, the bigger the fight is. I don't give a fuck who win, to be honest. I ain't got shit against with Terrence Crawford. I just want him to do better. BFTB Boxing, shout out for the super chat, bro. Shout out for your knowledge. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. I got a pedo, bro. Ty Foster, Teddy Atlas brought on to ESPN agenda since they took him off TV. Up. We gonna support all the black fighters. Exactly, we support all the black fighters. It ain't nothing to call these fighters out when they wrong. Black, white, or in between. You gotta call them out, man. You gotta get to them. You gotta tell Terrence Crawford, man, you gotta be out there, man. You gotta do this, man. You missing money. You know, you gotta talk to him, son, man. You ain't being managed right. That's how we feeling. People are mad because this fight ain't more known. And today, to end on this, Mikey Garcia said that he didn't even know Terrence Crawford was fighting Saturday, and that's sad. Earl Spence is article in his interviews in the Flamboyant in the ring is articulate, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to keep that good boy image up because he trying to be one with the Dallas Cowboys, man. And Dallas Cowboys ain't getting with no ignorant Negro like Adrian Broner, man. But I'm about to get up off this thing. I'm gonna go back live again, man. See what news we got coming on. I got to piss and run downstairs. Appreciate it. Shout out to all the brothers, man.